There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, AntonioJuanDeLaCruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
All right, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Jobs180.com's Marketing Me Live at Sorsogon State University. So for today, we will be joined by speakers from Accenture, Inspiro, and IBM Philippines. So before we start, may we invite everybody for a short prayer followed by the singing of the national anthem and school hymn.
Heavenly Father, as we gather here in your midst today, we ask you to understand our shortcomings, our misgivings, our failure to see the goodness in our neighbors, and our short-sightedness that we do not see what you want us to do, to be of greater service to you and our fellow men. But we know that you are an ever-forgiving God, the Almighty Creator, the giver of life. We praise you and adore you. We know that you truly love us. So we ask you, Lord, again, to continue looking after this school community, the administrators, that they may be able to plan out things that would support and continuously develop our school. May they lead with zeal and make sound decisions, drawing from your wisdom and guidance. Grant our faculty members with the gift of devotion and dedication to educating our learners and to bringing out the best in them. Bless our personnel that they may continually work in supporting this community. May the flame of commitment in assisting us keep burning in them. Keep our students zealous in their studies so that they may become productive in their chosen careers. Bless our stakeholders who religiously extend their support for the good of our university. We also pray that our departed colleagues and students may find in you eternal peace and repose. We ask you, Lord, to strengthen us in these trying times. May we all be protected from this pandemic so we may work together as a healthy community, physically and spiritually, in realizing the vision and mission of Sorsogon State University. We believe with certainty that you will always be with us as we endeavor in serving your people. We lift all this to you, and in Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, telas ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magipin, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinagang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di maghihingi. Luman ang araw ng walhabit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang higaya na pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
In your light we walk and we raise your banner high, while we sing your anthem aloud with love and pride. In our loyal hearts we will bear your name afar. Onwards as we go, marching to a future bright. Sorsogon State University, beloved alma mater. You're a beacon of truth and of knowledge for all men. Hail thee, pride of Sorsogon. Deep within thy halls, dreams and visions come to light, shaping future leaders from young and seasoned minds, for a better world and humanity we strive, serving God and all his creations we unite. Sorsogon State University, beloved alma mater. You're a beacon of truth and of knowledge for all men. Hail thee, pride of Sorsogon. Sorsogon State University, beloved alma mater. You're a beacon of truth and of knowledge for all men. Hail thee, pride of Sorsogon. Hail thee, pride of Sorsogon.
Vision: a research university with a culture of excellence in developing globally competitive and values-oriented leaders and professionals. Mission: provide advanced higher professional, technical, and special instruction, as well as undertake innovative researches and collaborative extension and income-generating programs for the sustainable development of Sorsogon and beyond. Core values: social responsibility, commitment, resiliency. Quality policy statement: the Sorsogon State University commits to deliver quality education anchored on its mission and vision for the development and growth of the community. SorSU shall transform knowledge through research, instruction, extension, and production as it adheres to statutes and continual improvement of its systems.
Okay, so again, welcome everyone. Ready na ba kayo? By the way, my name is Joyce from jobs180.com and I will be your today's host for today. So we are live via Jobs180 Facebook page and Jobs180 YouTube page. So we hope that everybody is excited to learn new things today. Okay, so again, good afternoon, SSU. So to officially start today's session, may we invite Mr. Saturnino Carranza, Head of Placement Services Office, for the opening remarks.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng nag-attend ng ating activity. This is the third resume link activity, Marketing Me, Part 3. This is the third time that we have this one. Last year, we had 2. So, thank you for your interest to attend the activity. And in behalf of the administration of Sorsogon State University, headed by our president, Dr. Helen R. Lara, and all the officials of the university, we would like to welcome you to this opportunity for our graduating students to learn and be prepared for their future career as professionals. So once again, thank you and welcome. I know that you will learn a lot from this activity.
Alright, so thank you so much, Sir Ninoy. Maraming salamat po for collaborating with Jobs 180 again and again. Alright, so for our audience today, please comment your name, guys, your year and your course. Again, please comment your name, your year, and your course. And if you have questions later on, please type them in so we can answer them after the talk. So much better po if ngayon pa lang nagpe-prepare na kayo ng questions, no, for our speakers para mamaya. Okay, so again, don't forget to tag and share this to your friends too. So kung wala pa sila dito, tawagin nyo na. Okay, so nakakapanghinayang naman if mamimiss nila itong opportunity na ito, again, with Jobs 180. Okay, so tawagan nyo na sila. Okay? So kung ready na, here's our schedule for today. So we have hiring in the new normal by Accenture. We also have top skills employers look for by Inspiro and communication skills by IBM Philippines. And again, shout out to everyone who's here now. Please comment your name, your year, and your course, guys. And as we go along, type in your questions so we can read it later. Sabi ko nga, huwag kayong mahiya magtanong. This is your chance to ask before you face the real adulting thing or the world of work. Okay? So, kilalanin na po natin ang ating unang speaker. So, for our first topic, which is hiring in the new normal. Okay, so he has over 17 years of experience leading corporate and volume recruitment for finance, banking, and international BPO companies. He is an energetic and forward-thinking leader who balances meaningful participation and results. As a former student leader, he jump-started his career back in 2003, advocating BPO career opportunities among the Philippines' top feeder universities and colleges. And he finished his bachelor's degree in commerce, major in marketing management from De La Salle University, Manila. He also finished the teacher training of Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga and Mindfulness Yin Yoga. the recruiting manager from Accenture, Mr. Alex Gomez. Hi, Sir Alex.
Hello! Hello, hello!
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
Miss
Ayan.
Joyce. Magandang hapon at magandang
Maganda.
hapon sa ating mga nandyan sa SSU ngayon. Hello.
Yes, sir. Ayan. So, sir, can we test your share spin now? Ayun. It's up. I think it's up.
Okay.
Ayan.
We're going to start with a quick video, Miss Joyce, before I actually do my slides, no? Explain
Okay,
my
sir.
slides.
Okay, sir.
All
I
right.
leave it with po. I'll be back after 20 minutes for the Q&A. Good luck, Sir Alex.
Thank you so much.
With a bang, energy and change came to every part of our universe. Seismic or small, it continues.
Change is all around us, shaped by technology and human ingenuity. We can make it work for you and your business.
All right. That was a very quick overview, very quick video of Accenture. So I'm here now to talk about hiring in the new normal. So I hope that you can learn more about how to deal with the hiring in the new normal, and also an opportunity for me to share with you more about our company, or Accenture. No? So shifting to a digitized career placement and its impact to recruiting talent. Next slide, please. So the journey to agility must start now. No, I know all of you are are trying to plan their next steps, no, in the new normal, and how am I going to find that career? And so agility is also, it's very important that you start that. Today's CEOs are faced with overwhelming, competing challenges and uncharted waters as they continue to navigate the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Out of necessity, CEOs have prioritized the now, no? Focusing on supporting their people, customers, candidates as well, and suppliers, and orchestrating responses to disruptions on all fronts. In parallel, leaders have sought to stabilize revenues and take care of customers to reshape their businesses to align with the evolving demand and find new growth pathway. So these are the view of organizations as you join the next chapter of your lives, no? Next slide, please. So how do companies recruit? It's really, it's good to know from, from us, from industry practitioners, maybe from your mentors, as to how companies are able to recruit this time. As you may know, on the left side of the slide, pre-COVID, no, it's the companies used to do the below the line advertising, as we call them, yung flyering to get the job placement across to a small range of people. Now the ads are smarter with the use of AI. No, it's targeted towards really who are looking for the job and the types of profiles, etc. Everything can be found in the internet, whether it be a targeted audience or in large scales. No, so in the next normal, of course, we learn more about the job portals. No, that's where you can get more information, opportunities. No, back in the day, people go door to door to leave their CVs, no? Even I experienced this 17, 18 years ago. I would go to Makati and, go from one company to another, no? And, leave my CV to my potential employers. But now, in this digital age, job seekers can easily look for job offerings where they can submit their application with the click of a button. It is important that you have online job ads so that you can reach more aspiring applicants, no? So aside from the benefit of reaching a wider audience, the job portals also help employers to the next steps in the recruitment process. So not just in finding those opportunities, but in the next steps, there will be virtual opportunities for you to be processed, no? Okay, next slide, please. Now, Of course, at this time, you would see some advantages and disadvantages of the new normal. Ano? But so we'd say we have less personal interactions between the applicant and the recruiter. There could be fallout rates also because, for example, during the job interview, there are technical difficulties. Those are sometimes fallout rate, no, because of unexpected circumstances. There is also a higher percentage of unresponsive and rescheduled applications. Kasi nga, hindi kayo nagkikita, di ba? So, there are those tendencies. However, there are a lot of benefits that we get out of the virtual environment. That is because we have faster and more streamlined application process due to the virtual interviews and online assessments, no? And of course, yung online interviews and assessments natin, it ensures our general safety and security all throughout that process. That's also more cost efficient. For some of us, we'll have to probably go to Manila or to Cebu, or to commute or to probably use some sort of transportation. But both for the employer and the job seeker, this saves them cost and time as well. So those are what's working in the new normal. So something that's quite positive as well. Next slide, please. Let me quickly share with you, no? Because you may be asking, what are the things I should prepare for? You are very lucky because you have these opportunities where industry practitioners can share with you their experiences, no? And this one I can share with you the skills that are needed for the future, because that is changing, no? And maybe I'm saying again, during my back in the day, I would have to be proficient in Microsoft applications, right? Knowing word processing, being very good in Excel, and being really good in PowerPoint, or being a presenter is a top skill. But right now, and as you go through this chapter, you'll have to look for ways to improve these things, because the future workforce needs to be a new breed of both the thinker and the doer. No, beyond just knowing the application, you have to have that analytical thinking and innovation. When I say these things along with the others that are enumerated on your screen, these are the things that you will have to evaluate yourselves on. And these are the things that allow you to progress in your chosen careers, no? So yon. The ability to connect dots and leverage technology to solve complex business problems will become key to staying competitive. No, with technology also becoming increasingly overpowering, retaining empathy, being human, and being sane counts. Okay, next slide, please. So I hope I was able to share with you sort of our situation right now, how we can leverage on our opportunities to look at our own skills, so that when we find that next opportunity with the brand that we want to be associated with, the company we'd like to join, you will have those preparations already. Let me quickly share with you an overview about Accenture and what we offer. Accenture is a global professional services company with leading capabilities in digital, cloud, and security, combining unmatched experience and specialized skills across more than 40 industries. So just imagine, if a company has several industries, there's a lot of opportunities for you to learn. Now, thinking about which part of the company can I apply to, or can I aspire to become part of, we offer strategy and consulting, interactive technology, and operation services. These are all powered by the world's largest network of advanced technology and intelligent operation centers. Our 569,000 people deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity every day, serving clients in more than 120 countries. We embrace the power of change to create value and shared success for our clients, people, shareholders, partners, and communities. Let me go to, next slide, please. Let me go to the specifics of what I just enumerated. No? For our services, no, for strategy and consulting, we help transform the world's leading organizations working across the C-suite to capitalize on disruption, enable competitiveness, and drive growth and profitability via continuous innovation. Next, interactive. We help leading organizations design, build, communicate, and run experiences across an entire journey for their customers, employees, patients, and citizens. Next, technology. Oh, I guess most of you may have some affinity to these types of services, no? Because we provide application services, intelligent platform services, software engineering, cloud infrastructure, and security services, okay, etc. Last but not the least is operations. I guess maybe some of your friends or schoolmates may have heard of us in technology and operations. For operations, we run business processes on behalf of our clients. So either this is specific to functions such as finance and accounting, procurement or marketing, or for specific industries. So if you have particular industries you aspire to become part of, we have banking, insurance, or healthcare, etc. We are the only company with the ability to combine and integrate all these capabilities at scale in an industry context. Next slide, please. Showing you here our presence all over the country. We have about 20 facilities across 3 locations in Ilocos, Manila, and Cebu. Okay, next slide, please. Today, Accenture in the Philippines leads the way through our advanced technology centers and intelligent operation centers. No, on the next slide, I'll explain both. First, advanced technology centers. So these are we have ATCs in the Philippines, no, powering digital transformation at scale and speed. No, we have the intelligent platform services, the intelligent software engineering services. No, when we say intelligent platform services, we have, I don't know, you're familiar with, of course, with Microsoft, SAP, etc. We have for the software engineering services, the custom apps, advanced technology architecture, etc., and many more. We also have the intelligent cloud and infrastructure services, so service desk, workplace, etc. So all of these, if I know most of you, if you've studied this, you've become aware or been exposed to this, and you hear these things and excites you, you find a lot of mentors that you can have because of their experience in the industry and the company. So that's our advanced technology centers. Okay, next, we have the intelligent operation center. So what do we have here naman? So in Accenture, we are reinventing business operations to our industrious business process expertise, technology, applied intelligence, and data. No, just imagine, we're able to boost the intelligence engine of our clients' businesses because of our differentiators. No, yung talent, the digital technologies that we have, AI, data, and we put them all together to come up to be able to enable us with our business processing services. So yung pag sinabi natin business process services, this could be cross-industry services. As you can see on your screen, either finance and accounting, talent and HR, procurement, marketing, health, network, and utility. So either cross-industry or industry-specific. Later on in my presentation, you will have an opportunity to look at those possible roles. Okay? And I'm also giving you a quiz so that hindi kayo mahirapan, because by taking that quiz, you're able to answer questions based on your affinity, your inclinations, and it suggests what could be possible matches with the kind of the services that are available in a huge company, huge brand like us. Next slide, please. Now, I've shared with you what are the parts of our businesses, our organization, where you could have those opportunities. You will always have to look for a great place to work, and I'm proud to tell you of these things that are available in Accenture, no, on your screen. Year after year, we have been recognized not only for our business performance, no, as Accenture, but also for our inclusive, diverse, and environmentally sustainable workplace where our people can be the best version of of themselves. No, this is one of the main reasons why I also personally joined the company, because I am able to be the best version of myself as I join this inclusive, diverse, and environmentally sustainable workplace. Okay, so well, further, you can see here pioneering inclusion and diversity, championing sustainability, embracing stewardship. We are leading the industry and empowering our people. Next slide, please. So these are just samples of our culture. You know how great place to work is Accenture. No, you can see here, innovation everywhere. It's an Accenture in the Philippines initiative that helps us instill creativity, resourcefulness, and ingenuity in all aspects of our work and life. No, when we say, we have these innovation as sort of a big thing in our company, we have these opportunities, activities, and initiatives where we can actually apply them and learn. Okay, so playhouses, robotics cups, and then we also have, which we are actively using, continuous learning. No, we have what we call technology quotient. No, all of our employees have these trainings for free internally where we learn more about technology, and we're also assessed. No? And not all companies would have this type of platform. So these are things that are available in Accenture. Next slide, please. All right. So, shared with you parts of our organization, type of culture that we have in a very short glimpse, where I'm providing you sort of like what we offer in general. No? So, of course, what you will have to look for when you join organizations, a competitive package, night differential for those who are eligible. We also have allowances. Of course, this is apart from the usual basic. We have variable pay, and unique to our company, not all companies would have this employee stock purchase plan. No, so if you are, some of you may be aware of like sort of an ownership in the company with discounted rates on shares. No, of course this is discussed with you as you are offered the opportunity. No, of course the loyalty and Christmas gifts. As I've shared with you, we have upskilling and work arrangement. We have company sponsored trainings and certifications, flexible working arrangements, and a healthy work environment. In fact, for health benefits, which are very important right now, our HMO, or our health and life insurance coverage, starts from day one of employment. No? Something unique to us also, common law and same-sex partners are recognized as dependents. We offer standard leave benefits and expanded parental leaves. Next slide, please. Have we moved to the next slide? Para meron na lang. Hello, next slide, please. Anyway, baka sa akin lang hindi gumagalaw, ah. So, next slide will, okay, ayan. So, next slide, this is the one I'm talking to you about. Look at the HTTPS link right there. If you go there at your own time, you can use the quiz to match you with available opportunities para hindi na kayo mahirapan. No? So it asks you, it's about 10 to 15 minutes. It asks you about your inclinations, your skills, your likes, etc. And then it actually matches you with opportunities. Next slide, please. Ayan. All right. So for the candidate journey, really quickly, this is our general recruiting process. So you apply online, and also screening and validation that happens virtually. pre-employment test also virtually, as well as the HR interview. And once you are successful, you'll be receiving email details on your job offer, all done virtually. Okay. And I know that I've spoken to you about our opportunities on technology and intelligent operations. We also have the strategy and consulting roles for mostly alumni. No, if there are some of you are attending here who have work experience, that's something that you can also find in our website, which is, I think, my next slide. No. Okay. So next slide, please. Learn more about us, jobs180.com/Accenture. And discover more about us through our social media pages in Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Accenture in the Philippines. And then for LinkedIn, Accenture Job PH. And we are also in Instagram, accenture.ph. Okay, I think that is it. Did I speak within the 20-minute slot? I think I will have time for some Q&A.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Alex. Okay. So guys,
Thank you,
for
Miss
SSU,
Joyce.
all right. So for SSU, the floor is now open for questions ha. If you have questions, huwag po kayong mahiya. This is your chance to ask na. Okay? Tsaka sayang naman yung mga speakers natin ang gagaling, di ba? Okay. Habang naghihintay po ng questions, I believe may naka-reading questions na kanina.
Habang naghihintay tayo ng question, gusto ko lang sabihin na miss ko na ang Bicol. Nobody in my family are from Bicol, but you know, we always go there because of the beauty of the place at sa sarap ng pagkain.
Totoo yan, sir.
Di ba, Joyce? Miss Joyce? Nakarating nga ako dyan sa Matnog. Very nice beach. Oo.
Wag lang sa mismong port, sir.
Oo. Narating natin yan. Napakaganda. May mga tanong po ba tayo?
Ayan. So, while waiting for questions, ayan. Guys, ano na ha? Sayang yung time. So, you can ask questions. Huwag kayong mahiya. Sir Alex lang yan. Okay. So, while waiting for questions, Sir Alex, I have questions here. So usually, sir, when the companies made the transition from in-person to a virtual talent acquisition process. So how do we ensure that the candidates hired are verifiable, qualified, and of course, a great fit with the company's culture? Hello? Ako po ba yung nawala? Hello, sir. Ayan, so I think parang nawala si Sir Alex, no? So let's wait a bit. And so guys, if you have questions, please type them in, okay? And if you're interested to apply at Accenture, you may visit their career portal. It's jobs180.com/Accenture. Okay? So ayan, hintayin lang natin mag-reconnect si sir. Kayo guys, if you have questions regarding new normal application, paano ba nag-a-apply ngayong new normal na hindi na katulad ng dati na kailangan mong magpunta, 'di ba, sa mga companies or isa-isahin yung mga companies para lang makapag-apply ngayon kasi kahit online, kahit nasaan ka, pwede ka makapag-apply. Okay, so do you have questions ba regarding the normal? Ano ba yung mga uso ngayon or mga trend ngayon sa pag-apply? Okay. So, lahat ng yan, ma-answer yan ng ating mga speakers for today. Okay. Okay, and again, if hindi pa po kayo nakapag-register, ang registration link natin po ay nakay Sir Ninoy. Okay, you can ask Sir Ninoy for the registration link and later on may evaluation link. Okay, para sa another set of attendance. Ayan na, si Sir Alex.
Sorry, ayan, kita mo, di ba nga, in the new normal.
Ayan.
Normal din talagang mangyari yan. Huwag tayong ma-stress. Ayan.
Isa sa mga trend, nawawala bigla yung kausap mo sa ano, version.
Oh, it's not
Ayan.
about you. It's about the connection.
Totoo, sir.
Okay. Oh,
Ayan.
baka meron tayo diyang mga tanong.
Okay. So, I
Pero
think,
wag natin sila pilitin kung walang tanong,
mm-mm,
no? Baka
mm-mm.
naman.
Tayo na lang ang magtatanong for them. So, again,
Sige.
my question po was, how can companies po make the transition from an in-person to a virtual talent acquisition process while ensuring that the candidates hired are verifiable, qualified, and a great fit with your company's culture po in today's new normal setting?
So, maybe I will answer first. I will answer first doon sa perspective ng employer, no? How we actually do this. As shared with you, we have a streamlined process, no? From
Mm-hmm.
the application, no? The job boards and all the available channels you can reach the companies. You will have to know how you can reach the companies you are applying to with Accenture. That's very easy to do. And we have the tools to verify the match and what's good the match with the applicant to the opportunities that we have, no? So the tools I'm talking about is the HR interview and of course our online assessments, no? Pretty straightforward. Did you pass it, in each of the, and what's good with Accenture is because of its size, and because of its size, we are able to place candidates in a lot of opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not the usual traditional na you are just being evaluated only for one position. So there's a lot of opportunities we can actually provide because of the available positions. Yun. So we're able to verify that through the process, through the technologies that we have, and being also a technology company, that funnels through all within our systems. Ayun. Now, you as an applicant, no, for me as an applicant is what you will have to think about is, what are these channels? And then number two, how can I do well and differentiate myself from the other applicants in this environment, in this setup, diba? So since you know that, there could be technical difficulties, you'll have to check that prior to your interview. No, and then if you have a scheduled interview, you have to what do you call this, confirm your schedule. If you won't be able to make it, make a good impression because really there's an emergency. So you will have to give a short note to your interviewer. So, and because, face to face kasi sometimes it's easier for you to create your impressions, 'di ba? Yung confidence mo, 'di ba? If it's person to person, you're able to show your personality. Pag virtual mahirap. So how do you do that, 'di ba? So you wear comfortable clothes. You wear clothes that you like, no? Probably you drink water. So this is how you personalize in interviews. You can probably learn more about the opportunity.
I think may problem talaga si Sir Alex sa kanyang internet connection, no? Ayan.
You
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so guys, if you have questions for Sir Alex, okay, mamaya ask natin yan. Ask natin lahat ng inyong questions. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think may problem talaga with the connection si Sir Alex. Okay, don't worry guys. We'll ask Sir Alex later kung makakabalik pa siya later on. Okay? So I think we can now proceed to our next speaker. Okay, so for our next topic, which is excuse me. improving top skills employers look for. So we have the supervisor candidate engagement from Inspiro. So she graduated from Our Lady of Fatima University with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Before joining the industry, she was in the medical field but got interested in human resource. That is why she pursued career in the BPO industry under talent acquisition team. She has been with Inspiro for 7 years, currently managing the employee referral program and Mandaluyong site of Inspiro. Again, the supervisor from Inspiro, Miss Katrina, Camille, Gaspar. Hi, Miss Kat. Good afternoon po.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Joyce.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Kat. Ma'am, can we test your share screen now?
Sure, for a while lang. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet. I'll try another.
Mhm.
Yan, can you see it?
Yes. Waiting. Ayan, ma'am, it's up po. So, you're finished up po. You're ready. I'll see you after 20 minutes for the Q&A, Miss Kat. Good luck po.
All right. Thank you. So, hi guys, good afternoon. I'm Kat from Inspiro. So, today we will be discussing top skills employers look for. So, let's proceed with the slide. So, okay, let's first define what is skill. Okay. It says here that skill is the learned ability to perform an action with determined results with good execution, often within a given amount of time, energy, or both. So these are your talents that you use in order to do your job or a certain task. Um, Oftentimes, employers check on your skills so they can determine if you should move to the next process. So now I will be giving you the top skills that we look for. So by sharing this, I hope that you guys will showcase your skill, or this will help you showcase your skills to your future employers. So first on our list is communication skills. So usually, pag sinabi natin communication skills, people are thinking that this is being good or fluent in English, but actually it's not. It's actually the ability to communicate effectively, may it be verbal or written, and being clear and concise about the message that you want to relay to the receiver. So, this is actually one of the most important things that we are looking for, especially now that we are working from a work from home setup, or most of the companies are working from home. We need this to make sure that nothing is lost in translations, because usually problems occur if we have a poor communication in organization. So when we talk about communication, it's not just about speaking. It also includes listening, feedback, writing, and of course your nonverbal gestures. So, say for example, you will be applying for a sales or marketing field or even a managerial position. Employers usually look for those candidates with good communication skills, since you will be dealing with different kinds of people. But then, regardless of the position you are applying for, you need to be able to communicate effectively with your coworkers, your supervisor or superiors, and your clients or your customers. Okay? So next on our list is the critical thinking and problem solving skills. So critical thinking is the ability to analyze and evaluate an, an issue to form a judgment, and this is a key component of problem solving. So most of the time, there are unexpected problems that will arise at work, which requires quick response or resolution. That is why being able to solve the problems immediately is an important quality that we are looking for. This is also the reason why some other employers ask situational questions during the interview, because we want to gauge your critical thinking and problem solving skills So, wag nating iisipan na pinapahirapan tayo or pinapahirapan ka nung nag interview sa'yo dahil sa mga questions na meron siya. It's just our way of checking your critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Okay? And then, third, of course, is your leadership skills. So, this is actually important also. Another thing that we are looking for, you may be applying for a entry level position, but as early as your initial interview, we are checking if you can be a future leader. If you will notice during the interview, we are asking if you have experience handling a team or being appointed as a leader because we want to see how you assign or how you delegate tasks or how you meet the deadlines that are given to you because part siya para alam namin na itong hina-hire naming tao is pwede naming ma matulungan maging successful and to become a leader in the future. So, actually, most of the companies, especially in our company, we prefer promoting our current employees rather than hiring externally kasi mas nahon na sila, mas kilala sila, and mas kabisado ni employer kung ano yung skills na meron tong taong to. So, make sure that during your interview, you showcase your leadership skills. Some of the questions that we might ask you during the interview to check your leadership skills is if you how can you motivate your team or can you tell us a time when you demonstrated leadership skills. So by asking that question, we can gauge if you have a leadership skill, right? And then another thing that we are looking for is actually teamwork skills. This is actually an important asset to any employee. Again, regardless of the position, employers want to hire team players. They don't want to work with people who are difficult to handle or difficult to work with. Siyempre, sino ba naman yung may gustong makipagtrabaho sa taong ganon, di ba? If you will remember during your time na gumagawa kayo ng thesis, we are in a group. Siyempre, dyan sa group may mga taong hindi gaano nakikipag-cooperate. Ayan yung mga tipo ng teammates na sasabihin na magbabayad na lang sila and then the rest kayo nang bahala. So, parehas din siya when you are working na. We don't want those kind of people na walang mako-contribute sa team. So, during your interview, make sure that you show that you can work with different variety of people. You are dependable, cooperative, and work well with others. Some questions that we can ask is how do you feel about working in a team environment? Or you will be asking you to provide example of a time that you showed your teamwork skills. Okay. Next is the technical skills. So actually, technical skills, this will vary depending on the job that you're applying for. This actually requires a knowledge on a certain application, software, or a certain job. These can also be seen if you were able to complete a higher level of education or a mastery on a certain field. So, for example, if you are a graduate of an IT course or engineering, during the interview, you might want to share the skills that you master during the time that you are studying. Or, example, if you are a doctor, you can share your specializations. Say, for example, your specialization is on pedia or ortho or cardio, so things like that. But again, technical skills will vary depending on the job that you are applying for. Next one, we have the interpersonal skills. This is actually known as people skills. So this allows you to effectively interact with others both in and out of your organization. So some of the interpersonal skills that we are checking is your flexibility. We usually ask if you're flexible when it comes to hours of operation, if you can work during daytime or nighttime, or if you can work during holidays or weekends. So So that's how we check your flexibility. We are also looking for the team building, and we are checking if you can ask and provide feedbacks with your teammates or your superior. Of course, we are also looking for your humor, your patience, your tolerance, and your sensitivity. So, some questions that we ask in line with the interpersonal skills are: would you like to be a part of a team, or do you want to work alone, or how will your former employer will describe you? So those are the two questions, sample questions that we usually ask to check your interpersonal skills. So seventh skill is digital literacy. So in the world that we live in, it's very very important now that you are knowledgeable when it comes to digital world. So being knowledgeable how to use computers, online research, applications, or specific softwares are expected from you guys. So anything that's related to digital. Since I've mentioned nga kanina that most of the companies now are hiring for work from home setup. So it's really an advantage if you are knowledgeable in digital. So say for example, you are applying as a recruiter. um, you should be updated with the current trends on how to look or search for an applicant. Or you should at least know how to use the basic Microsoft applications like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and the likes. And also, as simple as using the online platforms such as Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, or anything that we use for video conferencing, you must be aware of that or know the basics on how to use it. And of course, how to use social media effectively if you are actually applying or working for a marketing field. But if ever, guys, that you don't know something, make sure that you convey your willingness to learn that thing. And you also need to be updated on the new trend when it comes to digital world. So you need to research, read a lot of articles regarding with the new trend. So it will help you hone or enhance your digital literacy skill, right? On to our eighth skill, it's work ethic. So, work ethic is actually a set of moral principles or values that an employee abides by and uses in their job performance. It actually covers an employee's behavior and attitude towards their job, career, and the workplace. So, every employer wants their employees to have a strong work ethic and be professional no matter what position or no matter what job it is. You are expected to be professional and to have a um, strong work ethic. So we are checking your discipline, integrity, accountability, initiative, and your commitment to the company. So we want to know if we can trust you to perform your duties, to meet your deadlines, and of course, work well with others. So remember that having a good work ethic is very, very important. And then I think the last one is time and stress management. So here we are checking if you can manage your time and be as productive as possible. You should also know how to prioritize effectively. So during the interview, you can share your study habits if you don't have your work experiences yet. But for those experienced students or applicants, you might want to share how you prioritize things, how you work when you're stressed, because we want to know how you plan, how you strategize, how you set your goals. And then, if you will also notice during the interview, we are asking you how do you manage your stress, because we want to know your ability to work under pressure since sa work from time to time may mga problems na lumalabas, so stress ka talaga. So we want to know if you can handle the pressure. So speaking of prioritizing, I would like to quickly give you a little tip on how to prioritize your tasks or things that you need to do. So first, you need to have a list of all the things that you need to accomplish for the day. And then after that, prioritize it based on the importance and urgency of the task. So the first thing that you need to accomplish are those matters that are important and urgent. And then the second things that you or matters that you need to accomplish are those important but not urgent. And then the third ones the third one are those tasks that are not important but urgent. And lastly, are those not important and not urgent. So for this category, the uh, time and stress management, we usually ask you, how do you prioritize your task or how do you manage your deadlines? And we are asking you to describe how you manage your stress at work. That will help us determine your time and stress management skills. So since this is the last, so I hope that you remember these 9 skills that we usually look for a candidate during the interview. Of course, there are still other skills that a company look for, but it will really depend on the position you're applying for. So it's best if you research before your interview, because the great time to market your skills is during your initial interview. Try to mention all the skills that is relevant to the job that you are applying for, and you might want to think of the real life examples wherein you apply those skills and how you achieve success. Another tip is during your interview, if you were asked ng situational question, try to answer in a STAR method. S stands for situation, T for task, A for action, R is your resolution. You need to state what happened, what is the problem, and then task, ano yung task na naka-assign sa'yo or na-delegate sa'yo, and ano yung ginawa mo for the action, and what is your resolution or what is the outcome. So you can really highlight your skills. So now that you have an idea of which skills employers look for, I hope this will help you land the job that you wanted. So that's it for me. Thank you for listening, guys.
All right. So thank you so much, Miss Kat. Thank you so much for that excuse me, may sumasabit pa rin. Ayan. So, guys, the floor is now open for questions. So, if you have questions for Miss Kat, so, you may ask now. So, kanina may nakita ako, I think pa natin i-carry over yung question kanina, ma'am, for Mr. Alex. Pero, since general naman yung questions, we would like to ask also, from Inspiro side, if you are, offering work from home jobs po.
Yes, for Inspiro, there are accounts that we are offering work from home setup. There are accounts that we require to have your equipments, but there are also accounts that we are delivering your the equipments that you will be needing. So iba-iba, we have an on-site setup, we have a work from home setup.
Great. And can they apply online po ba, or are they allowed to apply po or walk in? Walk in.
As of the moment, we are not accepting walk-ins, of course, for the safety na rin ni applicants and our team. So most of the applications are done virtually. So you just need to send us your resume. You can also visit our career portal at jobs180.com/inspiro. Just send your resume there and we will be contacting you. We will be doing it virtually. We will be interviewing you over the phone. We can also use online platforms such as Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and we also have the online assessment. All will be done virtually. So no worries na lumabas kayo at magkaroon ng sakit or makakuha ng sakit, because you will be safe since we will be doing it virtually.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. And of course, we would like to ask your tips or your opinions regarding this one, no, ma'am. How will they know po if they are already employable? Kasi nung time na nag-to-talk pa kami personally sa mga schools, so pag tinatanong namin yung mga estudyante if they are already or ready na ba sila na mag trabaho after ng graduation. So marami pa rin yung nagdadalawang isip, no, kung ready na ba sila talaga i-pursue yung world of work. And meron naman mga ilan-ilan na talagang gusto magtrabaho. So paano daw po nalalaman, paano mafe-feel ng isang estudyante or sa sarili niya na ready na siya mag-apply?
Well, basta confident ka lang. Kasi usually, di ba tayo pag mag apply lagi tayong nagdadalawang isip. When in doubt, wag
Mm.
muna. Make sure na very ready ka na kasi kung meron ka pang doubt sa sarili mo, magkakaroon talaga siya ng problem along the way. So, you need to be sure kung ano talaga yung gusto mo and if you are confident na pwede ka na talagang mag-apply para alam mo na mai-ace mo yung interview and makukuha mo yung job na ina-applyan mo.
Mhm. So, ngayon kasi ma'am medyo competitive na kasi yung, um, parang 'di ba everything. So, are you saying po ba na is it okay na magpahinga muna after graduation?
If yun yung gusto nila, okay lang din naman. Pero if yung gusto mo na talagang mag-work, wala namang problem kung magpahinga or mag-work agad kasi nasa sarili mo din naman yun. If you will push yourself na hindi mo naman gusto, eventually, magfe-fail ka. So make sure lang that you have your goals, nakaset siya ng tama. If you want to rest for a little while, okay lang yun. Pero if gusto mo nang mag-work, go lang. At least madaming time para ma-explore mo yung world.
Alright, thank you ma'am. And of course po, from those skills that you've mentioned earlier po, which of the skills do you think po are most highly valued by the employers? Yung sa tingin nila na dapat nilang paghandaan 'pag mag-apply na sila?
Well, of course, yung communication skills first dahil nga you will have your interview. So, lahat dyan mangyayari. And then, technical skills if you will be applying for a certain position na may nire-require talagang skill. And then, last would be the teamwork and leadership skill dahil nga gusto ng isang company to get an employee na talagang maaasahan. So, for me, that's the pinaka-top sa list ko na skills.
Mhm. Alright. And of course, ma'am, for the job seekers, what do you think po are the things that a job seeker must expect in the new normal na?
Well, sa new normal, most of the companies are really offering a work from home setup. If you will be applying for work from home setup, make sure that you have all the equipments. You have an internet connection, which is very, very important dahil nga you'll be working from home. You have internet connection, you have your laptop or your PC. If you don't have naman, I believe companies are providing the equipment naman. And then if you will be working on site, there are companies or all of the companies now are providing shuttles picking you up dun sa bahay nyo, going to your office and from your office, going to going home. So, yun lang yung medyo nabago naman ngayon sa new norm natin when it comes sa application or applying.
At least po. Okay, and we have question po from audience. So, from Mr. James Grula. Can I ask po if important pa po ba with this new normal ang work experience lalo na sa aming mga graduating students, even he or she have the skills and qualified for that work po?
No naman. For us, we are accepting candidates or applicants with no call center experience or no work experience at all. Fresh graduates with or without call center experience. Even undergrads, we are accepting undergrads at least second year in college na walang call center experience or any work experience. They are very welcome with us kasi we have a lot of openings where we can profile you for like you na nag-start pa lang.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Okay, so do we still have questions from the audience? Okay, so I think wala na po. So your tips and advice na lang, ma'am, for the graduating students.
Ayan, to all graduating students, first off, I would like to congratulate you guys na pagtagumpayan nyo ang online schooling na hindi very normal. Pero just be ready when you start working. There are ups and downs, hindi laging smooth sailing yung life natin. But every time that you will encounter challenges, make sure that you get up and still look for your goals and huwag mawawalan ng pag-asa. Yan lang.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Kat. Thank you so much for joining us today. We wish to have you on our next set of webinars. Ingat, Miss Kat.
Thank you, Miss Joyce.
All right. So, guys, if you're interested to apply at Inspiro, you may visit shops180.com/Inspiro. Okay. So let's proceed now with our last speaker for today. So we have the speaker from IBM. So more than 10 years of experience in talent acquisition, currently leading campus relations of IBM. The campus and early professional hiring lead, Ms. Petite Francisco. Hi, Ms. Petite. Good afternoon po.
Hi everyone, good afternoon.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, can we test your share screen now?
Yeah, sure. Right. So just give me like a second.
Alright. So guys, if you still have questions po para sa ating mga speakers, huwag kayong mahiyang magtanong. Okay? We'll try to answer them all. Alright, loading. Okay, ma'am, it's up po. So if you're ready, I'll leave it to it po. I'll see you after 20 minutes for the Q&A. Good luck, Miss Petite.
All right, thank you. All right, so good afternoon again, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you are still awake, okay, as the last speaker, okay. All right, so let me quickly introduce myself. No? So I'm Petite Francisco. I'm currently functioning as the campus and early professional hiring lead of IBM Philippines. So I have more than 10 years of experience in talent acquisition, handling various roles from tech to non-tech, from early professional up to executive level. And on the personal side, I love watching movies and playing video games. I also have 4 dogs and 3 cats. All right, so just in case you're not familiar with IBM, I'll briefly share some information about who we are. So we are a global technology and innovation company. So take note, we no longer make computers. Instead, we are one of the largest technology and consulting employer in the world. So we live at the intersection of business and technology, and today we are a cognitive solutions and cloud platform company transforming entire industries. So simply put, we offer business process solutions, technical and industry solutions, and innovative technology solutions to respond to the world's ever evolving needs. So we have been providing business value for enterprise clients in the Philippines for more than 80 years now. So this 2022, we turn 85 years to be exact. And at the right side, you'll see the 6 sites that we have in the Philippines. So we have a site in Naga. All right. So, and at the bottom are our 3 legal entities in the Philippines. So we have IBM Philippines, IBM Solutions Delivery, and IBM Business Service. Right. So let's go to our agenda. So here's what you'll take away from this session. So understanding communication, and we'll also be sharing tips on improving communication skills, how to use assertiveness, importance of body language, and asking the right questions. All right. So to start, so what is communication? So communication is the foundation of all human relationships. So it facilitates the spread of knowledge and forms relationship between people. So an active part of communication is listening. And when we listen, it involves concentrating on what's being said, understanding it, responding to it, and remembering it. So keep in mind that when you listen, you also have to concentrate, understand, respond, and remember. So on the next slide, I'll share some tips on how to improve your communication skills. All right. So, assertiveness. So, do you often feel as though your opinions are not being heard, or at times when people around you dismiss your views, or maybe you have a habit of handling situations aggressively or lack the confidence to speak up? So, you might have felt that you can't do anything about it at the time, no? But By learning how to be more assertive, you can stand up for yourself and become a strong and confident communicator. So, assertiveness is the ability to express your opinions positively and with confidence. It's the ability to express positive and negative ideas and feelings in an open, honest, and direct way, right? So why do we use assertive communication? So being assertive gives you the best chance of successfully delivering your message. So if you communicate in a way that's too passive or too aggressive, your message may get lost, but it doesn't mean dominating or dismissing others in order to get what you want. It's important that you get to deliver your message while remaining fair and empathetic. So, just a reminder, don't confuse aggression to assertiveness. Acting in your own interest without considering other people's right, feelings, desires, or need is aggression. It's not assertiveness, okay? Right. So, how to be assertive? So, it's not always easy to become more assertive, no? But it is possible. So, here are some tips on how to be assertive. First is self confidence. So, build your self confidence and gain a good understanding of yourself. So, voice your needs and wants confidently. Second is acknowledge that you can't control other people's behavior. So some people may react differently towards your opinion or to your message, and that is okay. As long as you are being respectful and not violating someone else's needs, then you have the right to say or do what you want, right? Third is be open to criticism and compliments. Accept both positive and negative feedback and treat them as a means to improve. Lastly, express yourself in a positive way. So it's important to say what's on your mind, even when you have a difficult or a negative issue to deal with, but you must do it constructively and sensitively. So do not be afraid to stand up for yourself, but remember to control your emotion and to stay respectful at all times. Okay? So, in addition to some of the strategies, there are a number of simple but effective communication techniques that you can use to become more assertive. So, number one is the use of I statements. So, get your point across firmly by using I statements. So, for example, use I want, I need, or I feel. Second is empathy. So always try to recognize and understand how the other person views the situation. Then, after taking their point of view into consideration, express what you need from them. Right? Third is ask for more time. So sometimes it's best not to say anything straight away. So you might be too emotional or you might not know what is it that you want yet. If this is the case, be honest and tell the person that you need a few minutes to compose your thoughts, right? So, lastly is change your verbs. No? So, try using verbs that are more definite when you communicate. This will help you to send a clear message. So, be direct and as much as possible, avoid sugarcoating your message. So, to do this, use verbs like will instead of could or should, want instead of need. Okay? All right. So next is body language. All right. So communication is made up of so much more than words. So nonverbal cues such as tone of voice, gestures, and posture all play their part. So when you can read signs like this, you can understand the complete message in what someone is telling you. So you'll be more aware of people's reaction to what you say and do. And you'll be able to adjust your body language to appear more positive, engaging, and approachable. right? So, body language and positivity. So, did you know that positive body language supports your points? So, it helps you convey your ideas more clearly and it avoids sending mixed messages. So, here are some basic postures now that you can adopt to project self confidence and openness. So, of course, have an open posture. So, be relaxed, but don't slouch. Sit or stand up upright and place your hands by your side. So, avoid standing with your hands on your hips as this can communicate aggression. So, just relax, okay? Second is maintain a good eye contact. Okay. So this will show them that you're sincere and engaged, but avoid turning it into a staring contest. Okay. So huwag niyo namang titigan. Don't make it weird. Okay. And third is avoid touching your face as it can be seen as a sign of dishonesty. So while this is always the case naman, no, you should still avoid fiddling or playing with your hair or scratching your nose so that you can convey trustworthiness. Okay? So right now, you might tell me we don't see face-to-face as often naman because it's a pandemic and almost everyone is going virtual. You can apply much of the body language too in video calls. So you'll just have a little less space and body to work with. So here are some ways then naman to show your enthusiasm and to help make call attendees feel comfortable and receptive to your ideas. Um, so number one is get your camera set up right. So this means you're close enough to show interest but not too close to invade people's virtual space. Again, don't make it weird, okay? So second, tidy your workspace or find a quiet area for your video call. So that way, you'll minimize distractions that could take your eyes off the attendees. Third is maintain eye contact. So look into the camera as if you're looking into someone's eyes. If it's a group call, looking around the participants will let you gaze without staring. Lastly, you can also use facial expressions. So your face in front and center on a video call. So maintain a slight smile throughout. Raise your eyebrows to show engagement and avoid frowning. Okay. All right. So next one is asking the right questions. So, asking the right question is the heart of effective communications and information exchange. So, if you ask the wrong questions, you'll probably get the wrong answer, or at least not quite what you're hoping for. So, by using the right questions in a particular situation, you can gather better information and you can build stronger relationships. So, here are some common questioning techniques. So, first one is open and close questions. So, a close question usually receives a single word or a very short answer. So, for example, are you hungry? So, the answer is simply yes or no. Where do you live? Of course, the answer is generally the name of your town or your address. So, open question naman elicits longer answers. They usually begin with what, why, how. So, an open questions asks the respondent for his or her knowledge, opinion, or feelings. So, some examples are what happened at the meeting, how was the event, tell me what happened, and so forth. So, open questions are good for finding out more detail, finding out the other person's opinion or issues. Closed questions, on the other hand, are good for testing your understanding or the other person's, concluding a discussion, or making a decision. But be mindful of using close questions because sometimes it can kill the conversation and lead to awkward silences. So they are best avoided when a conversation is in full flow. All right. Next is funnel question. So this technique involves starting with general questions and then drilling down to a more specific point. So usually, this will involve asking for more and more detail at each level. So picture this like you're like a detective taking a statement from a witness. So to make it more relatable, just consider your parents or your mom, no? So pag nagtatanong sila, like saan ka galing, saan ka nagpunta, sino kasama mo. So our parents are very good at doing like the funnel questions. Okay. The next is probing questions. So asking probing questions is another strategy for finding out more details. So sometimes it's as simple as asking your respondent for an example to help you understand the statement that they have made. So at other times, I need additional information or clarification. So probing questions are good for gaining clarification to ensure that you have the whole story and you understand it thoroughly. So drawing information out of people who are trying to avoid or telling you something. All right. So the last is rhetorical questions. So rhetorical questions aren't really questions at all, no. So in that, they don't expect an answer. They're really just statements or praise in a question form. So people use rhetorical questions because they are engaging the listener and they are getting people to agree with their point of view. Okay? Right. So, yeah. So, I hope everything is clear naman, no? So, no more questions. So, by the way, that's a rhetorical questions, no? So, you don't need to answer. But kidding aside, seriously, let me know if you have any questions. All right. So I think while waiting for your questions, or while you're thinking for your questions, I'd just like to share this slide. So it's actually the end of my presentation, but here are some few ways to stay in touch with IBM. So please make sure that you follow us on social media to stay updated. If you are interested in growing your skills, we have free badges that you can learn. So feel free to check it out. Okay. So don't forget also to visit our posting in Jobs 180, of course. That's jobs180.com/IBM Philippines. So we have a lot of open opportunities for finance and accounting graduates, business administration graduates, and a lot more. So check our posting at jobs180.com/IBM Philippines. All right. So yeah, so that ends my presentation. I hope you guys learned something. So I'll stop sharing.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Petite. Okay, so guys, if you have questions, you may now ask. Okay, Miss Petite. So last speaker na natin siya for today. So lahat ng mga questions nyo dyan na kanina nyo pa gustong tanungin, wag na kayong mahiya, no? Ito na, last na to. Okay. So, of course, ma'am, for the applicants, I'm sure they are interested to know if you are offering seminars or trainings regarding com skills in IBM.
Yeah, actually, we have a lot of free trainings that they can access virtually and at their own pace. Actually, the one that I showed earlier, the one that you can earn free badges, there are a lot of learning opportunities that they can check out. So for the free badges, they can also post it in their social media account.
All right. Okay. So thank you, ma'am. And of course, can you give us some more tips po or ways how to overcome barriers to effective communication? Because we all know po, may mga barriers, di ba? Like language barriers, body language, like the one you mentioned.
All right. The first thing, of course, I think I mentioned, you have to build your self confidence, and it also helps to practice and prepare. No,
Mm-mm.
so if you know that you are meeting someone, or you're doing a presentation, or you have an interview, it's always best to prepare and practice. Okay, so like us, when we are presenting, di naman siya automatic that oy, salang ka na agad. We always do our
Mm.
part as well. We practice and we prepare. It really helps.
Mm. And what do you think po would be the consequence or the effect po of barriers na hindi na-overcome sa workplace?
Okay, so that's a very good question, no? So one of the barriers, of course, it will affect your confidence. Sometimes, diba? It's either way. It can build your personality, or if it affects you too much, medyo pag nagpa-affect ka, parang you will find difficulty to go up again and speak, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So, always treat the experience as a learning opportunity. So, like I always said, practice, practice. Totoo yung practice makes perfect. Hindi siya cliche. So, it's really helpful.
All right, thank you, ma'am. And of course, I remember po, question ito before noong nagto-talk pa kami sa mga schools. So, dumadayo kami sa mga schools na, ma'am, kausap po naman lagi, ito for, ano po to, for tech students to, yung more on technology sila, ang kaharap lang lagi nila ay computer, ganyan, mga IT, mga IT students. Ma'am, do we need to practice our comm skills po? Do we need to improve our comm skills po ba? Ang kausap lang naman namin ay mga computers. Ayan.
That's a parang misconception, no? So, pag IT, sasabihin nila, you talk to the computers, to the
Mm-mm.
software languages, but
Mm-mm.
that's not always the case, no? Kasi you also talk to the clients, no? To your stakeholders. So, pag sinabing, explain this system or account, diba? So, you have to know how to express yourself. But communication skills, I think like the previous speaker said, no, hindi siya naman siya automatic na you have to be good in English. It's
Mm-mm.
just that you have to know how to express yourself, no. So, if like you're talking a system, no, kahit anong galing mo mag-English, hindi namin maintindihan kasi it's puro jargons, no. So,
Mm.
you have to know how to express well, no, how to communicate properly. So, it doesn't mean na IT tayo or something, hindi tayo magko-communicate. So, dami yan. You deal with a lot of people as well.
Mm. Ayan. So, madami yan sila, ma'am. Lagi nagtatanong, ma'am, engineering naman ako. Ang kaharap ko naman, faith at bakit kailangan kong marami pong ganyan. Ayan. So,
Yeah.
tama nga naman, di ba? How will you explain yung design mo or yung project mo sa client mo if you do not know how to communicate well, di ba?
Hindi mo masasell yan. Sayang.
Tama, tama po. And of course, your vacancies po, your job openings po, na baka pwede yung mga fresh grads natin.
Yeah. Actually, we have a lot of opportunities for our fresh graduates. And by the way, congratulations to the graduating students. And to those naman who are yet to graduate, so just continue learning. So there are a lot of opportunities waiting for you.
All right po. Okay. So I think if wala ng question, that would be all, ma'am. Thank you so much po for joining us this afternoon. Maraming salamat po for joining us and sharing your knowledge and expertise. Thank you so much, Miss Petite. Ingat po.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you po. Okay, guys. So if you didn't have any questions, so to officially close our program for today, may we invite Mr. Jose Riel Dagnalan, the OIC Director of the Office of Student Affairs and Services, for the closing remarks.
As stated in the introduction rationale of the program, Marketing Me Live in Sorsogon State University is the first of its kind in 2022. It was exclusively prepared for SorSU graduating students to help guide them in their future career decisions. Finally, after all the efforts, sacrifices, and many sleepless nights, graduating students, you now have reached a very important milestone in your young adult life. That is to look for your ideal place in the realm of employment or real workplace setting. But being a wide-eyed greenhorn in the vast and highly competitive job market environment, every graduating student needs the right intervention tools, inputs, and safety nets to succeed. With the COVID-19 pandemic's adverse effects still continuously and steadily affecting just about everybody for the third straight year in a row already, graduating students, more than ever, need to cope up with the rigors, challenges, and certain nuances of hiring in the new normal. As taken up earlier, for graduating students facing the daunting task of job seeking or job hunting, it is a must to underscore the need to outsmart your competitors. Prove that you possess the X factor, the right skill set to get hired and taken in, and that you are not a job mismatch. Substantiate early on that the company will not regret hiring you as you are capable of doing a yeoman's job of performing great and loyal service. And of course, in today's world, validate that you have the right mix of good communication skills and technological savvy, among others, as an ace up your sleeves. Believe you me, dear SorSU graduating students, after this very significant and successful SorSU and Jobs180.com Marketing Me Live program collaboration, confidently, you will all be the Mr. Right or Miss Right for a specific job you have chosen. To the organizers of this worthwhile program, Mr. Saturnino Ninoy Carranza, SorSU Placement Services Office Head, the expert speakers from Jobs180.com, let me extend my warm felicitations and gratitude. Thank you very much. To our dear SorSU graduating students, just do your best. Give it your best shot and God will take care of the rest. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you so much for that, Sir Jose. And of course, don't forget to evaluate this event, guys. The link is flashed on your screen and is also available at the comment section. May mga nirgid lang ako regarding the evaluation na hindi ma-open. So you may ask Sir Saturnino po, Sir Ninoy, regarding the evaluation link. Okay, so sa kanya po manggagaling. Or baka you need to use your institutional email po to open the link. Okay, so again, you have two attendance po for today. The registration link given by jobs180.com. Second, the evaluation link given by Mr. Saturnino Carranza. Okay, so you may ask Sir Saturnino po to open the link. Okay, the evaluation link. Okay, so we would like to thank each one of you guys for staying throughout the event. We hope that the webinar helps you be prepared in the world of work. Okay, so we would like to thank again SSU, especially Mr. Saturnino Carranza for collaborating with Jobs 180 again and again. And we would like to thank also our sponsors for today's event. And you may check out their page for career opportunities, guys, or you may simply visit www.jobs180.com. Okay, and please watch out for the next set of webinars we are going to host for. Please check our Facebook page for the career opportunities and for the topics that will be discussed, and you are guys welcome to join in on those sessions too. So program has finally concluded. This is your host once again, Joyce Katakutan. We will see you soon and have a great afternoon. Ingat everyone.
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change.
Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.